everybody, my name is Leesha and I'm trying to make my hair part on the other side. This curly hair thing is like such a journey and I just want it to listen to me. It does its own thing all of the time, so we're just gonna go with it. Today I decided I wanted to do the Truthful YouTuber tag. I saw Sam Ravndahl did this. Her video was really hilarious and so I thought it could be kind of fun, a nice way to end this month, as this will definitely be the last video that I'm posting this month. So let's get started. Question numero uno. Have you ever received a product, tried it, didn't like it, and then decided not to review it? Many times. Back in the day, like back when I had first started YouTube, a lot of the time I would not show things. When you start YouTube, I feel like this is a pretty normal thing, but when you first become a YouTube influencer, guru, whatever you want to call it, in the beginning, whenever you start to get noticed by brands, you feel really special and you feel this need to do them justice so that they'll send you more things. Yeah, for a long time, I'm sure that there were products that I didn't just show because I didn't want to speak badly about the brands. Now, that's not how it is. If I get something, I try it and I don't like it and I feel like I want to review it, then I will, no matter what my thoughts are, especially if it's something that is requested. Though I do feel like I just don't want to do reviews anymore. I haven't done straight up reviews in a long time. I've been doing a no buy, or that's a lie. I've been doing a low buy this year, so I'm really not buying any makeup stuff and I just really haven't been interested in anything. So a lot of the stuff that I get sent, if I get sent PR, 90% of the time I bring it to a women's shelter because they need it more than I do. Number two, what products do you use alone but don't show or use online? I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I don't show. Nothing's coming to mind where it's like an immediate, like, not talking about it. I feel like most of the time when I do my makeup, I don't say what I'm using, and that's mainly because, like I said, I'm not going, oh, well, this is a new product. The last time that I did use something, it was the Love Luxe Beauty Palette, and I told you guys that I used it because I was excited about it. But most of the time, it's just kind of grabbing whatever is around me, and I don't remember what I used because it's not memorable. Like it didn't shock me enough to be like, oh my god, this particular product was amazing. There's not really products or there's not things that I'm specifically trying not to talk about. It just kind of, if I don't talk about it, it's not like oh, I'm keeping a secret. Shh, I don't want you to know that I'm using it. Product you want but won't buy because you don't support the brand. I guess I will say I saw swatches of the Jeffree Star Icy, whatever, his liquid highlighters. Some of the blue ones that they looked really cool. That's been my thing for a while, is non-conventional highlight colors. Like right now I have a purple and a pink one on. I love using like weird colors for highlighters. It's just my signature thing lately. So those were really cool, but I will not buy them. There's that. Oh, that was actually something. Oh, for the last question, for product you use alone but won't show online. This isn't anything now. When it first came out, the Jeffree Star, one of his palettes and a couple of his highlighters, I did buy, didn't tell anyone because I really wanted to know about the quality and how the products were, but I did not want to publicly talk about it. This was quite a few years ago. Don't have it anymore. Definitely got rid of it. And yeah, his stuff, it's not worth I don't want to buy it. Because he's not my cup of tea. I'm not one to like my mantra for all things is do you, boo-boo. And so if you like him, you want to buy his stuff, I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's just not my jam. Do you have any blocked words? No, I do not. Most of the time, when it comes to comments and stuff, like I will read the first couple of hours. I'll check back in if it's like a smaller video, if it's one that's getting a lot of comments, like my list videos I've been doing lately, like the last one I did, the 10 brands that canceled themselves. I just stopped reading the comments because those types of videos can be kind of controversial, which is, I expect. So I just kind of after a while don't read the comments because then they won't bother me. Do you delete comments? If so, why? Generally, no. I don't worry about comments. I used to. Back when I started YouTube, I know that I really paid a lot more attention, and you know, it's another thing with time, you'll get thicker skin. So things stop bothering you as much, really. And that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm very lucky in the sense that I have an amazing subscriber base, and 99% of my comments are positive or constructive criticism. I adore constructive criticism. If you ever think that there's something that I can improve on, or if there's something that you would like to see or I should try differently, and you can tell me in a positive, constructive way, I'm all for that. That is what helps me grow as a person and as a YouTube channel. The only time that I'll delete comments is if they are attacking someone else. I get like mama bear with that one. If someone is being hurtful to someone else, it's just, there's no reason for that. Or if it's like blatantly just unnecessary, then I will delete it. But if it's someone saying like, you're ugly, you're like, I don't care. I just don't care anymore. Do you block people? Again, same thing. No, I'm very lucky. I can't even remember the last time that I had somebody who was so negative that I needed to block them. I just don't pay attention if there's anything negative, and most of the time there's not. I think about this sometimes, how I'll have people who are like, you've been on YouTube for so long and you could have this many subscribers, but you know, your channel just got stagnant, this, and it totally did. I know. I understand where I went wrong. Like, I know exactly like what I could have been, so to speak. But then I see channels like James Charles or Nikki, well, not so much Nikki, but James Charles, Jeffree Star, like those guys, and the people that comment on those videos, there's a lot of hateful people, and then there's a lot of people that feel like they need to attack others who don't like them, and I don't feel like the majority of my subscribers or the people that interact on here are like that, and I would much rather have a smaller, happy, healthy group of people than a just giant rabid fan base like they do. I did that kind of stuff, just not my jam. Again. Have you ever lied about a product to stay on good terms with the brand? Probably not in the last like at least 5 years, but again, when YouTube was young, I mean, when I started YouTube, it was very rare to have a company even like send product. That's how long ago we're talking here. And I was young and naive, and this was a big space, and to have anybody pay attention is like the craziest thing ever. So that, I'm sure, has happened in the past. There's something about turning 30 where just all the fucks, like, it's just like they go out the window like the balloons and up, just when they're just like, and they flies away. The house is my fucks. Like, I just don't care. I definitely am not that way anymore. I'm gonna tell you guys like it is, good, bad, boring, and that's about it. Have you ever initially liked a product when you reviewed it and then changed your mind but didn't let your audience know? I'm sure that has happened, because it's one of those things that it's sort of like, how do you bring that up? Because if you review a product, you really like it, and then you change your mind, most of the time you're not going to do like an update on this eyeshadow palette. It's bad now. Or you move on to the next thing. This is definitely a space where there's so much new stuff coming out that you talk about something and then it gets pushed to the side and then new things come out. That's been the cycle for so long, which is the main reason why I've really not been reviewing stuff, because I would rather do like the window shopping of good, bad, boring than actually pushing product that I'm going to talk about in one video and then never talk about again. If it's happened, it was never like, oh, I'm gonna keep it a secret. It's just something you don't think about. Okay, number 9. Influencer you don't trust. I don't know. I feel like I could think of, I don't know. I know in Sam's, she said Shay Mitchell. And she was talking about just like the taking off the makeup video and all that stuff, which I think, yeah, any celebrity influencer, anybody that's talking about the hair gummy bears or the skinny tea, which, side note, I will be, since this was the truthfully honest thing. I almost got like sucked into posting about the stupid skinny tea. I had a post up for about 5 minutes, and then I felt super uncomfortable about it. I didn't want to post it. I felt like pressured into the brand. This was also when I was like super depressed and like didn't know my worth, and just I felt really lost on YouTube and Instagram and stuff, and had it up for like 5 minutes, and then one person was like, you're better than this, and I immediately was like, I am better than this, and took it down. If someone is pushing a product that I don't actually think they're using, the Kardashians, for example, always talking about the skinny tea or whatever else, I don't think they're actually using those. They look like that because they have all the money in the world to get surgeries and to have personal trainers and all of that. So if people are pushing a product that I don't think that they actually used, or I don't think they use in general, it's a no from me. 10, influencer you trust the most. Again, I can't think of like names of anybody, but it's pretty easy to tell when people are being honest, I think. And it's that they're telling both sides of the story. You know, no product is perfect. If you're going to someone and they're always talking about how great things are, it makes you have to wonder, like, why? Why is everything so great? Maybe they don't know what they're talking about. I know Sam said Temptalia, and I'm gonna, again, agree with Sam on that, because Christine posts the most in-depth reviews I've ever seen anybody do. And if something is bad, she will not hold back. Her loyalty is to her readers. It is never to a brand. She is very, very honest and very blunt about thoughts on products. And I think that, I mean, you can't get much better than that when it comes to trust. 11, secret tips or product application you don't show while on camera. The first thing I think of is like when I put on eyeliner, I need to be like this far away from the mirror. So a lot of the times when I would do tutorials, I wouldn't show applying eyeliner because you couldn't see it. You know, I can't be on camera and also be like 1 inch away from my mirror. So I don't think it's necessarily a secret. It's just, that's the easiest way for me to do it. I'm always amazed when I see people who just, without even thinking, can put like the perfect line and it just looks amazing. And every time I do it, it's just like, it's so bad. So that's the one thing that I can think of where I'm just like, oh, that's no bueno. 12, have you ever showed one product but were actually using another? Again, this one is a probably. I can't think of any specific instances, but I know that when I used to do reviews of like all the new MAC collections and stuff like that, if I was doing a tutorial, sometimes it's like, oh, I really liked this color that came out that was in a limited edition collection, but I'm gonna say it's something else just because a lot of the times when you'd use these products, people would get so upset because it's like, oh, I'm gonna use this product I really love, but you can't buy it anymore. Being able to purchase everything is like the main thing with the beauty industry, right? So, I mean, even when I did my Kingdom Hearts video, the design your own palette, people were upset because it wasn't a real palette, where the whole point of this video was use what you have. Find things that you own that you can make your own. Like repurpose your makeup collection. And that was something that people could not figure out. I do have another one of those coming soon. I just need to get my life together. Have you ever not disclosed a sponsorship? Oh, I'm sure. Back in the day, I was doing YouTube. Sponsorships didn't exist. Like I told you, brands didn't send PR to influencers. That was very weird. So when sponsorships started to happen, there were no rules in place that was like, you need to disclose it. It was like in magazines, there was no rules. So you wouldn't say anything. Obviously, that's very different now. Everything is completely disclosed and I have nothing to hide. I want you guys to know if I got sponsored because it's awesome that I'm able to make money doing this. So that's not anything anymore, but definitely back in the day, there was no rules on it. So it wasn't like disclose wasn't a thing. Have you ever had a bad interaction with a brand? Yeah. Have you ever bandwagoned with other people's thoughts on a particular product? Probably subculture. I think I saw Raw Beauty Christie's video, and after I saw her video I was like, okay, I'm gonna review this and see how it is. And I don't think it was so much deciding that I didn't like it because of her video, but it was definitely a push to post about it. I saw it as an opportunity to that it could be a popular video, I guess is where I'm getting at, because people like the drama aspect, you know? Okay, last one is things other creators do that get on your nerves. Okay, mainly I feel like this is Instagram, not so much YouTube, but I'm so over the Instagram videos where it's just like, I'm just gonna close my eyes. You know, like that, like, don't you wanna party? And then like holding the, like, I don't know, I'm over the repetitiveness of that kind of stuff. It's just boring. The other thing that I cannot stand is the over photoshopping. I have no problem if you are going to, use a filter or something to brighten up the colors, get rid of some of those under eye bags, fix some discoloration, fix some acne. I don't care. That's fine. But there are some big YouTubers out there that are copy pasting their eye onto the other side so that they match perfectly, slimming themselves down to half of their size so that they look skinny in pictures. You see them on Instagram stories and they look one way, and then they post the picture and it's completely different. And I just don't understand that. You're selling yourself short. You're already very talented. When you do that kind of stuff, it immediately makes me think differently about you, and it hurts your subscribers, because it hurts their trust in you because you're faking this stuff for Instagram. And I just hate that mentality is like, it's almost celebrated on Instagram now to have these like fake skin to the point where like you can't even see any kind of texture, and it's so fake. And it's like, well, that's the Instagram aesthetic. And that's the main reason I don't really post on Instagram anymore. I do Instagram stories all the time. I think that it's a super cool way to interact with you guys. I read all of the replies. I reply to almost everybody. I really try and reply to a lot of you, even if it's just the heart. I read them all. I love that very raw feel that Instagram stories has, but I really hate the aesthetic and the expectation of perfection and just fakeness that Instagram has. And so when I see people that are blatantly abusing that, copy pasting your eye, making yourself look like half the size that you normally are, I mean, it's just, why are you doing this? It just really makes me feel a certain way. I can't wait until it is not celebrated anymore, because I feel like we are on a road to being much more authentic, more of our authentic selves, and celebrating our authentic selves. It will make me really happy when I see that more with beauty Instagram, which I will say, since I did see this first from Sam, I want to say kudos to Sam, because she has been posting on Instagram. She posts completely unedited photos, and she's very open about that and not editing herself. And I think that that is really admirable. And I think that that's a really great step in the right direction, because she has a huge account and she can influence a lot of people into saying, why am I doing this? Why am I hiding who I truly am? Still, on that note, so that's it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I feel like it was just me ranting with my cane. These kids today in their Photoshop. All right, I'll see you guys later.